How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Rainbow Star coming at you another Dokkan Battle video, and today we got the Future Saga category as demand on the last video. I just want to let you guys know that there's a lot going on here because it took me so long to figure out where to place people. I've switched around like 4 or 5 times. This is a hard one, so this is definitely not definitive. This is completely my opinion. I would say from like 2 to like 6 or 7 are switchable, and then from like 7 or 8 to like 13 are switchable. So yeah guys, let's just get right into this. Because of me switching around, these things up here might be a little bit off, but we'll see. So at 10 let's get right into this. At 10 we have STR Rose Goku Black. Please load up. There we go. Alright, so Rose Goku Black, 120% attack, and he gives extreme class allies 3 key and 50% defense, and then he lowers super class enemies attack and defense by 20%. This guy has been incredible since he first came out. His rotation with LR Goku Black and Zamasu is still one of my personally most fun rotations. Like I absolutely love running that rotation. It's strong defensively and it's even more strong offensively because of how much ki they're able to give each other. They give each other Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, I think Fear and Faith, and the 3 key from his passive. So they link up amazingly. They don't have Super Saiyan, but they do have Fierce Battle and Nightmare. So those guys run absolutely amazingly together. They've been one of like the best rotations in the game for a very, very long time. So yeah, I have this guy at number 10. And then at number 9, we have the newest free-to-play LR. This isn't actually his picture. I couldn't get a good picture of his like cutout like this, but it is the Zamasu Goku LR that just came out on JP. This guy's absolutely amazing. Well, I wouldn't say absolutely amazing. He's a very, very good unit, but he is still a free-to-play unit, so that can hold him back a little bit. But his stats are pretty good. He has 11,600 defense, almost the exact same attack and HP numbers at about 18,400, which is very good. I really like it that he raises his defense for 1 turn on his 18 key super attack, which definitely helps him out defensively. He lowers enemies' defense on his 12 key, which doesn't really do much. But he gets 50% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then 1 key with each attack received up to 5, and then he launches an additional attack with a medium chance of being a super attack, which is a 25% chance when there's 2 or more enemies, and plus he gets an additional attack and defense plus 20%, which each final blow delivered. So he's very, very good for Super Battle Road because he is a free rainbow. He's a free rainbowed LR, so obviously he's going to be very, very good with his stats. But then he gets a guaranteed additional when there's 2 or more enemies, which is almost every Super Battle Road stage. And then if he ever finishes a unit off, he actually gets an additional 20% attack and defense. And I do believe he gets that if he does it in the turn. So, so he would super attack and kill the enemy, raising his defense for that turn. And then he gains this as well, so he actually defend much better after he does that in Super Battle Road. And it also works in like the Legendary Goku event whenever you finish off a stage, or in the Dokkan event whenever you do that. So this guy's definitely a very, very solid unit. So he is at number 9. Then at number 8 we have Transforming Zamasu. So like it was very hard for me to place this guy. At one point I think I had him at like 6, but I've moved him around a bit. So AGL Zamasu. One reason that he's like definitely like one of the reasons I had him higher up is because his leader skill is absolutely amazing. I wanted to keep leader skills as part of this, not just the card itself. but I also wanted to think about them on the team that they're on, which is actually moved up the number 6 unit to where it is, and moved down the number 4 unit to where it is. So this guy, he's not very impressive once he starts out here. Here is like where you really want to grade him. He gets 2 key, 120% attack, gets 40% damage reduction, and recovers 10% HP when your HP is 80% or less. So that's very good. He runs also very well with STR Rose Goku Black because he doesn't get a defensive buff anyway. So giving that 50% defense with the 40% damage reduction actually works very well for him. That definitely helps out a lot. That he's the best Realm of Gods category leader in the game. I believe he's the best Extreme Class category leader in the game as well. His links are absolutely amazing. He has Nightmare, Fused Fighter, which allows him to link up with the new LRs. Then he has Big Bad Bosses, which is great. Godly Power with the new LRs. Dismal Future, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. He links up amazingly with all the Goku Black and Zamasu units. So this guy's like, he's a very, very solid unit. So I have him at number 8. Then at number 7, we have Intelligence Future Gohan, who just came to Global. Well, that's a little bit of a spoiler for who's at number 6. But this guy is a very, very... he doesn't do the most damage, but defensively he's a very, very good unit. Especially because the leader of the team is Future Trunks, which allows him to get his transformation down. Which is definitely why I have him... I originally had Zamasu over him, but because Trunks is the leader of the Future Saga team, I moved him up to 7 because it makes it easier for him to get his transformation off. So after the 4th turn, when you have 58% or more HP. So he gets 100% attack and defense, reduces damage by 58% when your HP is 58% or less, and then he's a Bond of Master and Disciple category, which is his own team, 1 key and 30% attack and defense. You can have that with some of the units on here, but that's not anything crazy. And then once he transforms, he gets a lot better. He infinitely stacks his attack, and then he gets 100% attack, and then reduces damage received by 58%, which is great. Anything over 50% damage reduction is amazing. And then he gets an extra 30% attack and defense per Bond of Master and Disciple category allies on the rotation. So he actually counts for that. So he starts off with 130% attack, 30% defense, and 58% damage reduction. So this guy's very good. As long as you have one other unit on here, it works great. And I believe Future Trunks is on that category as well. So if you run a rotation of them, it works perfectly. But yeah, this guy's very strong defensively. In the Legendary Goku event, he's amazing. Basically in every fight, he's a very, very good unit. I wouldn't consider him like he's like one of the best units in the game for any one specific event, but he is definitely a very, very good unit. Then at number 6, as you guys may have seen, we have Tech VB. So originally, I had Tech VB like pretty far down, but then I started thinking about how he's a perfect linking partner for the new LR Vegito. They share everything, I believe, besides Warrior Gods. So they share Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Power Bestowed by God, Fused Fighter, Over in a Flash, and Fierce Battle. I believe the LR Vegito, once he transforms, he has Legendary Power instead of Warrior Gods. So they link up so well together that this guy has a guaranteed super at that point because they share Fused Fighter and Over in a Flash, which is 5 key. You guys know what this guy does. He stacks attack and defense, so it makes him a little bit better for the Legendary Goku event. The only thing that holds him back for that event is the fact that he is Tech. Launches additional super attacks, gets 50% attack per attack performed, up to 150%. So once you build that guy up, he's just going to be doing massive damage. He just links up very, very well with the new LR Vegito. It allows you to max out the number 1 unit here. Obviously, he's number 1. it lets you basically bring that guy to his fullest potential. So that's why I wanted to make sure to have him in a big slot here. So then we have number 5, who is Transforming Trunks, the leader of the team. Originally I had him a bit higher, but I started thinking about that he starts off a bit slow because he does need to build up his passive, and you do need to wait, even though it's till turn 3, it does kind of hold him back during like Super Battle Road and stuff like that. So I have him, actually, where is he? This is him. We have Tech Trunks here. So where I usually talk about him is here, because this is the main form that you're going to see him in. He raises his attack and defense every turn. At the start of every turn, he gets 1 key and 10% attack and defense up to 4 and 80%. So he would max out at getting 4 key every turn and 200% attack and defense. His links are amazing for the team, being able to have Dismal Future and Prepared for Battle. Basically, like every unit on this category has that, besides Zamasu and the new VBs, or like the Vegito Blues, basically. What if you want to bring out this guy? Super effective against all type nuker, and makes his own orbs the first time he comes out. This guy's amazing. But yeah, this guy, he's extremely strong defensively, one of the best units for the Legendary Goku event because of his leader skill and the way that he works, being able to stack his defense every time he super attacks, and then getting up to such a high level of defense anyway. This guy's just amazing. He's the leader of the team. They gave the new, I wouldn't say new, but the what is it called? The future category saga, future saga category. There we go. One of the best leaders in the game, and he works perfectly with it. So then at number 4, we have LR Trunks here. Originally, I had, I think I had Trunks at 3 originally, but then the more I started thinking about how slow he can start out, I decided to put this guy above him. He does raise his defense for 3 turns, which gives him solid enough defense, especially if you have at least 1 dupe in him. He already has he starts out here, but he has 14,200 defense, which is a very, very good number. And then he has 50% chance to crit, 120% attack, great links for the team Super Saiyan. He has Shocking Speed and Prepared for Battle, which is great. Shattering the Limit allows him to link up with the newest LR that's added to the category, the Zamasu Goku unit. Legendary Power, Super Saiyan. He's definitely a very, very good unit. And you can make a rotation of him and the EZA Physical Trunks if you would like. Those guys run very, very well together. But yeah, I have him at number 4. Then at number 3... Oh, actually, I messed this up. I actually had... Yeah, I'm just going to talk about it in this order and then I'll mix it up afterwards. Then we have, after him, we have LR Goku Black and Zamasu. LR Goku Black and Zamasu, I put them above Trunks because Trunks can hit harder originally, like at the start, but these guys are better defensively because they get a 6-turn stack on their 18-key super attack, which is so easy for them to get on this team. And then they also regen 15% of your HP at the start of every turn. Link set is godly. The rotation of him and Rose Goku Black, or if you want to use Merge Zamasu, or even the AGL Zamasu that turns into Merge Zamasu. They run amazing with every single one of them. They can hold down defensively. A similar defensive stat to LR Trunks, but their attack stat is higher. So he's there, but we're gonna mix some stuff around. Then we have LR Vegito. So where LR Vegito is supposed to be is at 4 because I messed up. So LR Vegito, he is I would consider him the best aging unit in the entire game. They made this guy so much better than they had to. He gets 80% attack and defense at the start of turn, raises his ki up to 10. With the less HP remaining, the greater the boost. he stacks his attack and defense on his 12 key super attack, which makes him great for the Legendary Goku event and long events. But his defense is strong enough as it is, with almost 13,500 defense in short events, where he can tank with the best of them. And then he can greatly raise his attack for 1 turn on his 18 key super attack when you really need to make sure to put down as much damage as you need to. Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Legendary Power. He has 5 links with the new LR Vegito. He doesn't have Over and a Flash, so they can sometimes struggle for ki, but that rotation is amazing, especially with Vegito getting guaranteed double super attacks. This guy stacking his attack and defense. That rotation is absolutely disgusting. And if you guys heard me talk about it enough, we already know who's number 1. The new LR Tech Vegito. He's the exact same card as LR Gogeta before they transform. In the 3rd slot, they gain the 50% chance to dodge and the 50% chance to dodge, and they get 70% attack and defense and 3 ki when attacking, with a guaranteed additional attack with a medium chance to be a super attack. But then when he transforms, he's the best unit in the game, so obviously he's going to be number 1 on here. Last Resort and Potara category, that's broken beyond belief. Last Resort's crazy good. He raises his defense on 18 key and then raises his attack and defense on his 12 key, so he gets a double defense raise every single turn. And if you have dupes in him, he can get a triple defense raise if he gets a 3rd super attack. 77% attack and defense, 2 ki when he launches a super attack. He gets additional ki up to 5, and attack and defense up to 77%, 7% every attack. These guys, he's just so stupid. As the 1st and 2nd attacker in the turn, he launches an additional super attack. And then, he raises his attack and defense and the ki, and gets a guaranteed additional super attack in the 1st, 2nd slot, and then the 3rd slot, he gets the guaranteed additional and a 50% chance to dodge. And again, just like Gogeta, if you decide to use his active skill in the 3rd slot, he gains the 50% chance to dodge. If you then move him to the 1st or 2nd slot, he also gets that guaranteed additional, and then he'll super attack again in that slot. So he'll actually get 4 guaranteed additional super attacks if you decide to run him like that. Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Power Bestowed by God, Over and a Flash, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Him linked up with the OG Tech VB is probably one of the highest damaging rotations in the entire game. This guy is the undisputed number 1 in this category. Him and Gogeta are number 1, like basically 1A and 1B in the entire game. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What you guys think about this. This was so hard for me because, like, obviously, LR Trunks and Mai, they're summonable LR, so they're good, but I feel them fairly underwhelming. This guy, I don't think anybody would really have on there. The new Trunks and Mai is solid, but you have specific units that you have to fight with them. This Trunks I really wanted to put on because he's the main support unit for this team. The EZA Trunks, the EZA Goku Black is a great unit, but I find him a little bit underwhelming as well. And then these two guys, once they get their EZAs, they might be 2 and 3 here, depending on how they decide to make them. Merge Zamasu's EZA is very good. It was hard to keep him off the list. And then this Vegeta is also very good. But the reason I made sure to keep him off the list, but I still wanted to have him here, is because you need Vegeta family allies, and there's only Trunks. So you could have an issue getting this, depending on like what type of team build you're running. But yeah, that's the video, you guys. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to check out all the affiliate links in the description. Make sure to let me know what you guys want to see for the next tier list video that I'm gonna make. But there it is, you guys. Till next time, deuces.